Hi, welcome to another episode of Life Changers. This is Mike, and today we're going to talk about practice what you preach. So, I've been giving you guys a lot of information, and now I'm going to practice what I preach. So, I decided I'm going to make a vision board. So, I'll keep you posted on my vision board and how it's coming along. I'm going to practice what I preach. And as I said, I've been listening to a lot of law of attraction. That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, you should be listening to a lot of different people talking about law of attraction and find the people that you like that talk about the certain things you enjoy talking about and listen to them because it just boosts you up. But also, instead of just listening to everybody giving you all this advice, do it. Practice what we're preaching, and I'm practicing what I preach, that I'm going to make myself a vision board, and I'm going to continue doing the I am listening to that I've have on YouTube that I'm listening to. Find the ones that work for you if you want to do I ams. You just got to find the different things that work for you. And I've listened to a lot of introduction about law of attraction. I've read a lot of books. Well, I don't read, actually. I just listen to a lot of books. Thank you, Audible. Sponsored by... No, I'm not sponsored by them. Maybe one day. Anywho. But there's a lot of good Audible books out there. Like I mentioned to you, that one, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. That's a life changer right there by Dr. Joe Dispenza. We mentioned that a few episodes ago. And there's a lot of other ones. There's another good book that I'm talking. You probably hear some of the things I say, like the Surrender Experiment, or just surrender and trust the flow of the universe, which comes from another book by Michael A. Singer called The Surrender Experiment. And it's an amazing book. You should listen to his books as well. And I listen to a lot of Dr. Joe Dispenza, where I need to go see him live. So I'm going to practice what I preach, where I'm going to go see him live because I want to learn a lot of the meditations he talks about. And people that have met me, and hey, maybe one day I'll meet everybody that's listening, or a lot of you guys, if ever, or not with ever, with law of attraction, when we start doing live shows that will meet, you guys will be able to see me and meet me. And yeah, I don't look like your typical like guru where I'm going to sit there meditating and stuff. I used to make fun of people that are telling me, like, you need to meditate, man. Just relax. I'm like, oh, you're crazy. But hey, I found the recipe that's working for me right now. And I've done learning a lot of guided meditations with Dr. Joe Dispenza. He has a lot of them out there. And I just Googled a bunch on YouTube and listening to them. And I just try to meditate with them and close my eyes and get into it. And I actually use the law of attraction sometimes to prevent me from meditating, thinking, well, I can't meditate by myself because I always fall asleep. Well, then don't lie down in your bed meditating, because that's where you go to sleep. But even when I'm sitting down, I fall asleep. It's true. I've done that where I'm sitting on the couch just trying to breathe and meditate, just trying to find just nothing. Just I'm nothing. I'm nothing. Just be in the blackness, enjoy whatever, just nothing. Just let your mind relax and be quiet for once and just sit there. And then I end up falling asleep because I'm telling myself I'm going to fall asleep. That's why I do guided meditation, so I don't fall asleep. I just listen to them and I follow them. So I got to program myself not to fall asleep when I'm trying to do a good, true meditation with myself without, using the guided meditations. But anyways, I digress. So yeah, everything I'm talking to you guys about, I've practiced, I've done. I'm still doing it. I'm still learning. But the number one key is you're getting all this information. But if you do nothing with it, nothing. Thanks for listening. Thank you. Thank you for giving me the views, guys. But I want you to be successful. I want you to achieve what you want to achieve. If you want to climb Mount Everest and the thing that's stopping you is you're afraid of heights, or you're afraid of going up there and not being able to have the right oxygen, or not doing it, or failing. No. Get rid of all that. Bring your best self forward. And hey, no matter what, everything's going to be easy for you, and we'll go forward. Like I joke around. I'm with my wife sometimes and I'm like, hey, our story can be great. She's like, what do you mean? I said, listen to this. I started my own business when I was younger, and I self-sabotaged myself without realizing it. And over the years, like, I'm learning through law of attraction. And then I started a new business, and now we're homeless. And she starts laughing. And I just feel like it's easy for us. Like, nothing's hard. Like, making money is not hard for me. If I want to make money, I just go hustle and I make money. But I'm trying to make passive income, which has been challenging because I know how to hustle and make money, right? But now I'm trying to make passive income and create jobs that I can hire people and pay them amazing wages and create a family atmosphere. And just, I want to spoil my employees, man. That's what I want. I want a lot of employees. I want to spoil them, but I want them to be good and feel like they're part of the family. But anyways. So yeah, that sounds like a fun story, right? We were poor, homeless, now we're successful. Yeah. But in reality, from my point of view, I feel like everything's been coming easy in the sense of I started learning about the law of attraction while I was younger. My brother helped me to be like, hey, everything is awesome. I'm awesome. Whatever I want happens and everything will be perfect. Even if it looks like it's not, eventually it will be because I'm awesome. And yeah, that's just the way I live. Like, I don't know if I got hit in the head too many times. I don't care about drama. I remember just trying to like talk to people and I hear them all talking about like, they're all like, oh, work was so hard this week. When I was younger and working like, at fast food industry and people were like whining, oh, I work so hard. We had all these customers talking about all the negativity in their work. And I'm like, oh, I thought work was awesome this week for me. A lot of customers, which is great. Keeps us busy when I'm making burgers at Harvey's. And before you know it, time's up. I get to go home, right? Like, whatever. I don't care. And I never really focused on the negative. Like, I'm like, should I be thinking that way? Should I be like Mr. Negativity? Being like, oh, today I burnt my hand in the deep fryer because oil got on it. Start crying? No. Like, I don't know. I felt like for a while there, maybe I should, but no, not anymore. I love life. Life is fun. It's as easy as you want it to be. It's as hard as you want it to be. If you enjoy drama, then attract it. There's a lot of drama out there you can enjoy with if that's your thing, right? Like, I just want people and everybody listening to my voice to know that all I truly and deep in my heart want is for everybody to know that there is no limit on anything, that you can be successful in anything you want to be. Everybody has the same opportunities in the sense of like creating your own personal reality. I know we talked about it before in other episodes, so I'm just going to reiterate, but yes, you have to create your personal reality and think about your vision board. Think about what you want, where you want to end up, and put that all together. And now you got to live that way in the sense like you're going to attract it. So you got to, in your reality, that's you, right? That's you with, if you want the nice car or whatever, the house, or if you want to live in the Bahamas, if you want to live anywhere you want, do whatever. Everything's possible. Like people say like, oh, that's impossible to do that. Like when I started my first company, people were like, oh, that's crazy talk. That's impossible to do. I'm like, no, I'm going to do it. And when I started this last venture that we talked about, where kind of like the universe is like, hey, here, check this out. I was like, oh, that's awesome. It just hit me like a great idea. So I'm running with it and I'm setting it all up in the warehouse. And now we have trucks on the road and we're just, oh, it's amazing. And people are like, oh, you shouldn't put too much money into that, or you shouldn't just know that like most companies are not successful and, it takes 5 years and before you make any profit. You know what? I believe that I'm going to make profit every time I start something within the first 6 months, first year. And I've done that. And I'm not like saying like, oh, I'm amazing. No, that's what I wanted. And people are like, no. I said, I don't care. If you're going to be negative, you're not going to be here. Like, move on. Like, I want people that are going to come in and just trust me and just go with the flow. And that I pivot at the same time. Like, I thought things will be a certain way. And then, I got to do it this way. Well, just go with the flow. Trust it. Trust the universe. Trust yourself. If you feel your higher self, your gut pushing you to do something, just do it. Don't listen to the negative. You hear stories all the time of like successful people like us, right? Like we're all successful. Like tell yourself, I am successful at everything I do because that's what you want. But when you hear, people that have, they made it, they're multimillionaires or billionaires, and they're telling you that the number one thing was don't listen to all the negativity. And when one door closes, that's one door closing. That's one step closer to a door staying open and inviting you in. But I don't want it to be hard. You can make it hard if you want, make it like a climb real hard to the top. But I want to use the law of attraction and trust my higher self, trust the universe, and just go with the flow. Just surrender, give up, trust yourself. But know what you want, know what you don't want. Program yourself is one of the first steps that I've done, is deprogram and reprogram how you want to be and what you want to be or who you want to be, and go with it. I know it sounds too good to be true or too easy, but like we mentioned in one of the other episodes, the experiment, just test it out, try it for yourself. Try to be positive. People always call me Mr. Positive. I'm always positive. I remember one time my car was parked. Somebody hit a parked car, totaled it. And people were like, oh, you should be so mad. Somebody just hit your car. So I'm like, I don't care. Cool. Now I'm going to get a new car from insurance. Just be positive. Be happy. Don't be stressed out. Don't sabotage yourself. Because it's up to you to choose if you're going to want to be successful or not. Only have yourself to blame if things aren't working out. Because you can allow it to bother you, slow you down, push you down, make life harder. Or you can choose to, hey, I'm in this situation. Let's find the bright side. Let's get whatever I need to learn out of this and use this as a learning experience and move on and get back to where I want to be. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I started getting all sad and like, oh, it's not working this where I thought it should be, and start getting all in my head and just like self-sabotaging myself, to now I'm like, no, gotta get out of my head, stop trying to control everything. The universe hooked me up, my higher self hooked me up with this project, and I'm just going to trust it, make it, do it, put it out there. And hence what I'm doing with Life Changers. Just hit me one day like, this is what I want to do. This is what I feel like I've been needed to do. And for years, ever since, I feel all the time, you got to do this. You got to do this. You got to do this. And I'm like, what would I call it? Life Changers. Hey, and the mantra is Life Changers, work in progress. Takes one day at a time, everybody. So don't think overnight everything's going to be perfect. It's one day at a time. It's a learning experience. Just know that I'm here to help. I want to help you guys. And I want your help as well. Like we all learn from each other. Like, I love everybody. I just want everybody to be successful. I want everybody to be happy and just enjoy life. So thanks for listening. This is Mike with Life Changers. Have yourself a great evening.